Welcome back. This is Diana. In today's video, we are going to be decorating for fall in the living room as well as the foyer. I'm just showing you an overview of my built-ins and how they were currently decorated. I'll just be making some simple changes, adding a few new pieces that I've purchased, as well as incorporating some that I previously owned. Some of them I purchased at antique stores, and others from places like Hobby Lobby or Home Goods, Target, things like that. And of course, anything that I will have linked down below. But without further ado, let's get into the decorating. I decided when decorating these built-ins that I wanted to kind of make it easy on myself, so I didn't take everything down and start anew. I do that occasionally, but life is really hectic right now, and as much as I love decorating for fall, it is my favorite season to decorate. I really just wanted to make it easy on myself, so I kind of just moved a few pieces around, changed out some florals, things like that, and it just made it so much easier for me. Sometimes, life is lifing and we just have to make it easier on ourselves. So just simple changes is what I decided to do this year, and I still ended up with beautifully decorated built-ins that I couldn't be happier with. The first thing I did was I changed out the florals in this planter. This is the viral, WAL-MART planter that has been around for several years. I actually own two of these, and I'll be using both of them. And then I added to that just a few of those Hydrangea Picks. I actually got those last year at Hobby Lobby, and they're in two different colors. One's a little darker and one's a little lighter, so I just kind of mixed them together. And one of the things I decided in these built-ins is I wanted to kind of take away the white or creamy decor pieces that I have in there and go for something a little darker. So I switched out a lot of the planters for something dark and moody, as well as the florals, and that really changed things up because moving out of summer into fall, you kind of want things a little more cozy and a little more warm, and so that's the direction that I went. Just incorporating again some pieces that I already owned, like this pumpkin. I had purchased that last year from Hobby Lobby, and even though it's white and creamy, it's a pumpkin, so it still works for what I'm trying to accomplish. I did also pick up this framed art print from Walmart. I thought it was so pretty. I love, you can see like the brush strokes in that, and I thought it was really pretty, and I like the small size of it. The small prints are kind of hard to come by, and so if I find something that I really like, I like to purchase those and just use that to switch out this little beach print that I had up here at the top. And I just love how that turned out. I did go back and add something because it was looking a little bit small, like something was missing up there, so I will later in the video go back and add some more pieces. Speaking of artwork, I did purchase this from Walmart. I, for some reason this year, am loving all of these sepia, I think is how you say it, or I believe anyway, I could be wrong, artwork prints, and so I purchased that one from Walmart, and I actually purchased another one from Target, which I'll show you later in the video. That little pear glass piece I've had for several years. I don't remember where I got it from, but I thought it would be perfect for fall, one being that it's a pear, and two, just the color combination. It's kind of an amber glass, and I love that piece. Again, I've had it for several years, and it's been in storage, and I pulled it out this year. Love that piece. Now these are antique brass duck bookends, and I actually picked those up recently in a little antique shopping trip my husband and I went on. I just fell in love with them. I don't know why. I'm not into ducks per se, but I just loved these pieces, and I had spotted them, walked around the shop a little more, and then when we were getting ready to go, I'm like, I really think I want these. So I went back and picked them up, and so I switched those out, and those might stay up on my bookshelves permanently because I love them that much. But again, bringing in that muted antique gold for fall, you can't go wrong with that. So just love those pieces. So these are, again, very viral, popular hydrangea stems that are from Hobby Lobby. I believe they came out last year, and they come in various colors, and I didn't get any last year, and I was in there perusing with my daughter, I don't know, a month or so ago, and I decided to pick up a few. I only purchased 3, and I actually need more to fill in this planter, but I made it work because no one's going to see the back of the planter. So, but I think they're so pretty, and I love the coloring. Again, they have various colors. These are like the darker burgundy color, and I just love them. I think they're so pretty, and they look very realistic. The frame I purchased, don't know, maybe Hobby Lobby possibly, and I like the arch design. Again, I've had that for a couple years, and then the print that's inside is just a digital download that I got from Etsy. I got like a large package deal, I don't know, a year or two ago. So I thought it would work beautifully for fall because it is more of a dark, moody kind of floral print. And then this gourd, it's like a ceramic gourd. I got that from Hobby Lobby last year as well, and I'm just using it here on the shelf beside some books, kind of as a bookend. But yeah, I love the colors of that as well. It's kind of a, I don't know, like a, almost kind of like a grainy mustard color. I don't know how to describe it, but I think it's really pretty. So here's that other artwork piece that I was telling you about. This is from the Hearth and Hand line at Target, and it has kind of like a burlap texture to it. It's very, very rough feeling, and I thought that was a nice touch. It's not your typical, you know, kind of painted look, and it brings a lot of texture. So obviously the artwork piece itself has a lot of texture, and then wherever you style it, like for example, I'm styling it here on my built-ins, it brings some texture to those as well. So these two little ceramic pumpkins I actually picked up at the Target dollar spot. I think they were $3 a piece, and they had various sizes and colors and stuff, but I really like these two, and I ended up styling them here, but later you'll see when I show the overview of everything that I ended up moving them around and changing things up. I did that with several pieces. I had to take a step back and kind of review everything. I do that a lot and end up moving things around. This is another item I picked up, actually at the same place that I bought the duck bookends. This is just a antique brass bell. I thought it was so cute, and it was only like $8, so I couldn't pass it up. Definitely can use that for Christmas time, you know, decorating for the holidays, but I decided to pop it up here on this top shelf next to that little art print where I felt like something was missing, and it ended up bringing everything together. So love how that turned out. These next two items I purchased from Target from the Hearth and Hand. The smaller one I actually got this year, and then the next one that I'm showing you I purchased last year. And funny thing is I didn't even remember I had this bigger one. I probably wouldn't have purchased the smaller one if I would remembered that I had it, but you know, it is what it is. I could have taken it back, but I still like it. I love the color of the planter and of course the fall foliage. I styled them together here on this shelf, but again, you'll see later in the video that I actually moved things around and changed it. I just didn't like how it looked. I thought it was too busy, but I love both of those, and I will of course link anything that I can down below. This next little arrangement I put together, so the pot and the florals both came from Hobby Lobby. I've had them for a while. The little pot I think was like less than $10 when it's, you know, when the vases and pots are on sale. And then the florals are actually over in the wedding section, so they're not like a seasonal or anything like that. And I think they're called Queen Anne's lace, but I love the color of those. I will say they are a little bit messy, like stuff falls off of them, so as long as you don't bump them or mess with them too much, it's okay. But I just think they're so pretty. I love how airy they are, and so just added those over here on the side. These other florals, I actually used them last year on my dining table. They were the centerpiece, but I decided to put them here in this little hanging basket just to add a little pop of fall color over here. I do typically like to keep something, you know, on those hooks, and typically I just change out the florals for the season or a holiday or something like that. And so I just decided to pop those up here. I think they're the Cosmos is what they're called, and they have various colors of those as well at Hobby Lobby. Over here on the little bench area, I always like to pop in a pillow or two, you know, to coordinate with the season or the holiday that we're in. So this year I decided to just put that stripe pillow there. I kind of keep that one out year round, you know, except for maybe Christmas or something like that. And then I popped in a little pumpkin pillow. I believe I got that from Hobby Lobby, maybe last year, year before, something like that. But you can find these little pumpkin pillows pretty much anywhere. And that completed that little area of the built-ins. The final touch that I added, I have these stems. These are like magnolia stems. There's 3 with kind of that solid typical rest color, and then 3 that has like some variations in it. And I actually found these on clearance at QVC. I don't even know if they have them anymore, but they're really good quality stems. And I decided to kind of create a swag here underneath the TV because I had enough florals and everything going on. So that's what I did here at the bottom, was just kind of lay them and intertwine the stems and created a little, you know, swag look here underneath the TV. 1, it would give it a little pop for fall, but 2, it wouldn't block the view of the TV itself. And I think it turned out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think of the fall makeover here for the living room. moving on to my foyer. Again, I kept it very simple in here. I just decorated this sideboard. This is actually a new piece. I'm working on slowly redoing our foyer. So I will be sharing more details about this sideboard in a later video. But to that, I'm just adding this piece. This is an artwork piece that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. It was actually part of the spring line, but I thought it screamed fall. And so I bought it and kind of tucked it away to use later. And so I'm pulling that out now and popping that here on the sideboard. And to that, I'm adding this little pumpkin. I bought this from Home Goods last year, and I think it's so pretty. I love the colors in that pumpkin. That's probably my favorite pumpkin that I own. And to the right of that, I actually have this lamp and lampshade I bought. It's two separate pieces. I put those together. Again, got those from Target. And the vase I keep here on the left side pretty much year round. That piece I got from... where did I get that? That was from Magnolia. And then the stems that I'm using here in the vase, the lighter colored stems, I already own those. Those came in a home decor subscription box years and years and years ago. The darker stems, I purchased 3 of those this year from Hearth and Hand at Target. And then the Blackberry stems, I had those from last year. I purchased those from Hobby Lobby, and then I decided just to mix those all together just to make a nice little arrangement. It has a variation of the, dark plum and kind of burgundy colors, and I think it turned out really pretty. I'm kind of thinking maybe I could add maybe a bow or a ribbon. I might go back and do that around the vase. But to that, I added just a coffee table book, and then I got this bowl. It's a really heavy, like marble bowl, and it's in that beautiful burgundy color. I believe that was part of the McGee line at Target, and I purchased that when I was on sale. And to that, I'm adding this candle. Now, this candle I've had for years and years and years, but again, it's just a flameless candle. It has like a glass vase. And I'm just popping that here because I think candlelight for fall and especially for winter, I love it. It makes your house so cozy. And that kind of completes the foyer. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. I hope it inspired you to get ready for the fall season and give you some great ideas for decorating. Until next time, guys, thank you. Bye.